What's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Align with My Soul. Welcome to any new subscribers, and thank you to all of you for joining me on my journey and for supporting my channel. It really does mean so much to me. Thank you so much, and for the comments and you sharing what you've experienced so far on your journey and sharing your love and support and encouraging me. So thank you so much. Today's reading is going to be seeing what's going on with the Divine Masculine during the month of December, because we're in December now, so I thought it'd be really nice to do a video and a reading to see what is going on with the Divine Masculine during the month of December. So I'm going to use a card from each one of my decks. I'm going to start with the daily guidance. So I'm going to start shuffling. I hope everybody's okay and you're coping with whatever situation and circumstances you're in, and you're all well. Because the energies are really intense, and some of you could be feeling quite uncomfortable at the moment because the doubt and the fear is being surfaced within us, and we're having to release it, and we're having to change our perception. So that can be uncomfortable. So I hope you're okay and you're working through it and staying focused. Right, what is going to be going on with the Divine Masculines during the month of December? Nice clear message, please. What is going to be going on with the Divine Masculines during the month of December? I did ask for God's blessing and guidance before I did this reading, so let's see what is going on with the Divine Masculines during the month of December. Let's see what is going on with the Divine Masculines. Sorry, my speech is all over the place. Relationship. That's really good. So they're going to have a better relationship with themselves, most importantly, and because they're going to have a better relationship with themselves, the relationships around them are going to improve during the month of December. So let's read the message. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship flows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with the loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall other relationships bloom and prosper. Yeah. So once he's having a better relationship with himself, everything around him, the relationships around him, will bloom and be so much more balanced and run much more smoothly. And because he's changing his perception as well, Divine Masculines, his outlook on life, he is seeing things through the eyes of love more. He's not so... he's actually facing things, he's not running anymore. So he's going to have a better relationship with everybody around him because he's having a better relationship with himself, and because he is more awake and he has a connection with God. And things are happening to Divine Masculines where they're having, seeing signs and synchronicities where they realise this. They're actually taking this on board now and connecting with God, and some Divine Masculines might use the word universe, whatever is comfortable for them, and put it into your situation how it resonates to you. But they're definitely connecting, and they're finding more balance between their, to do with their ego and their higher self as well, learning to balance that out in the 3D. So that's really positive for the first card. Everybody wants to hear that they can have a better relationship with themselves, and obviously the first thing comes into Divine Feminine's heads is the relationship with you, the person that's watching. So that's what it does mean, because he's having a better relationship with himself. So that's really positive. I'm going to use Archangel Oracle cards now, so let's see what else is going to be going on in the month of December for the Divine Masculines. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines during the month of December? What are they going to be experiencing? How they're going to be feeling? What energy they're going to be in? Nice clear message, please. What else is going on with Divine Masculine during the month of December? Clairvoyance, and it's Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Yeah, So as I said with the first card, they are having a better relationship with themselves, and obviously they're realising about, you know, they've got this connection with God. They have this insight now that something is happening, and they have this connection. They are connected with God, and things that are happening around to make them realise that actually you can't make this stuff up, this is magic, and they're realising that and connecting with themselves. They're going within more, and they know that there is this higher love. They're understanding that because they're more awake, they're more aware. I'm going to go to the guidebook for this particular card to see what the in-depth message is. So clairvoyancy, which is 29, which is 11. 2 and 9 is 11. So that's a beautiful number. Okay, the additional message is your clairvoyancy may come in different forms as fleeting mental images in your mind's eye as dreams. All of the faces of clairvoyancies are beautiful and varied. Enjoy and trust them. Hold the intention of seeing only love, and that is what you'll see. So yeah, they are seeing things through the eyes of love more, and I've said that. And they are having visions, and their third eye is opening. They're having their vision. You know, they've got this vision of what they want to happen, their dreams and desires, and they're believing more because they're connecting, and they're more, you know, they're connecting with God, and they're more balanced with the higher self and the ego. So they are seeing things through the eyes of love, and they've got, you know, they know that it's about controlling the way they're thinking, and, you know, they're seeing things in the physical world that are helping them. Like I said just a minute ago, like things that are happening where you just can't make this stuff up, it's just magic, and it's helping them have the trust and to believe and know that there is a higher love, there is, you know, God, the universe. They're actually working and they're co-creating with the universe as well. So this is amazing. So the third eye is having more vision and believing and trusting that they can achieve their dreams and the things that they're wanting in their life. So that's really positive because they're having a better relationship with themselves. So I'm going to go to the Archangel Michael cards now. They realise that there's a higher power and that they're a very powerful being, and they're putting this into practice as well. So Archangel Raziel is helping Divine Masculines do that as well during the month of December. Because of this relationship they're having with themselves, they're realising their power. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines during the month of December? Nice clear message. What are they going to be feeling, and what energy are they going to be in? What they're going to be experiencing during the month of December. Let's see. Use your imagination, you'll see the answer. There you go. They have this vision. They're, you know, their third eye is opening. They're seeing things differently about this situation with you and about their life. They're opening up to things. Let's read the message. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and the creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. How amazing. So they're accepting help and they are co-creating. They know that there's a higher power. They realise this. They are connected with God because they're connected with themselves. And they're using this to manifest things in their life, and they're seeing magic happen around them. So this is what they're going to be experiencing in the month of December. So this is really exciting. That the most important thing is they're going to have a better relationship with themselves because they're doing their inner work, and they have experienced this rebirth and transformation, and this is how things are working for the Divine Masculines, and they're moving forward all the time, the same as you, the person that's watching. It's very exciting and obviously very challenging when you're releasing the stuff that's not serving you. But because of the work that they have done, This is where, you know, things are happening for them now, and they're being more alert and aware of what's going on around them in their day-to-day life. And they're using their imagination, they're connecting with their higher self, and using, you know, opening up their vision and how they're looking at things, changing the perception, their third eye's opening, and they're believing and trusting. So that's amazing. How positive for the month of December. Things are happening. And the month of December is about action as well. So I'm going to use a Moonology card now to see what else comes out. My throat has been affected, so obviously there could be some fear coming up for the Divine Masculines as well. And that is what the energy is. It's about releasing fear and doubt. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines during the month of December? What energy and what's he going to be experiencing, and how's he going to be feeling during the month of December? What do we need to know? Nice clear message for the person that's watching. What's going on with their Divine Masculines during the month of December? The cards aren't wanting to fit in today. They're sprouting out everywhere. Let's do that again. What will Divine Masculine be experiencing during the month of December? How they're going to be feeling, and what they're going to be dealing with. Work through your fears. They're working through their fears. How amazing. This new moon in Scorpio as well. They're working through their fears. They are determined, that, like I said, you know, I've said in recent readings that I've done, they are working through their fears. They're releasing the doubt and the negativity and their fears. They're working, they're committed to this journey. They're not going backwards. They're moving forwards every day because they've decided that they are committed to themselves. They're having a better relationship with themselves. They're committed to this journey that they're on, and they're committed to you. They want to come towards you and work through things so they can feel this freedom that they're wanting. Let's see what the guidebook says. Working through, so it's new moon in Scorpio as well. And that's 56, which is 11, which we've had 1111 then so far when we've got to the pages. So that's amazing. Okay, this card suggests a rebirth. There you go. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as a birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card always also suggests that if you know you're magical, then this is the time to work your magic. How amazing is that? How many times have I used about magical today? And magic happening in front of them. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. So how amazing. You can't, you know, this is just beautiful, beautiful words. An explanation for this card. So it's about rebirth, transformation, and yes, it's not going to be easy making these changes, because it's not when we're changing things within us and releasing things, but it's all for, you know, everything at the end of it is going to be magical, because you're going to have a better relationship. They're going to have a better relationship with themselves, and they're working through their fear. And it's a time for, you know, it says about being sexier, so being closer, and being safe with having emotional intimacy, feeling safe, that it's okay to share their love and to receive your love. They're taking this on board. That is a big fear of the divine masculines, is, you know, they're afraid to feel this love and to love you, because they don't want to be hurt, they don't want you to leave them, they don't want you to abandon them, and that is why they're so scared about showing how they're feeling and expressing themselves. So this is a time, because they're having a better relationship with themselves and releasing stuff and having more of a vision, connecting with God, having more of imagination, and knowing there's this higher power which is giving them the strength to work through their fears of being abandoned and this rejection. They're actually going to have more confidence to be able to be more emotionally intimate with you. So you could be noticing a lot of change in the month of December. This is absolutely amazing. Not just sexually, just to be emotionally, to be able to show how they feel towards you, to know that it's safe, to receive your love as well, not to push you away, and actually, you know that they're good enough, know their worth, to accept this love that you feel for them and how they feel about you. So it's about balance again, and it does say a lot in this card about having the sexual energy, you know. So there could be lots of love making happening during the month of December for some of you. Or, you know, maybe you haven't experienced that. I haven't experienced that with my divine masculine. I've never been intimate with my divine masculine. So for some of you it might be a new thing. But even just sharing their feelings and actually being honest and truthful how they feel that they do love you, and sharing their fears and knowing it's okay to share their fears with you instead of hiding it and putting this mask on. And they are every day, even though you might not be able to see it, and you think that you can't see any change. There's always change, even if it's a tiny, tiny bit of that. There's movement forwards, and that mask that divine masculines are wearing is coming down slowly. Maybe not at the pace that you wanted it to be, but it is coming down gradually. And it's about you noticing and those miracles happening and being aware of things, you know, the slightest little thing, you know, is movement forward. It's not going to be one day that they're going to take the mask down and they're going to, you know, it's a gradual thing. So be patient with your divine masculine, because they are moving towards you and they're prepared to work through their fears. They're going through the door of fear. They are going, and they're not going backwards anymore. And they're dealing with it in their way, and some of them are maybe just being alone, they're not in touch with you, but they're doing their work. Just put it into your situation, how it resonates to you, and I just hope that you are in a place where you have that great understanding, and you have that, you know, that you know what's going on, and that you're not that you're not feeling anger, and you've dealt with forgiveness and compassion. But, you know, for the ones that is resonating to, and you do understand what I'm saying, you are doing an amazing job yourself by releasing the stuff and healing the wounds within you, because these cards come out for divine masculine. Well, you're one soul, so that is why these positive cards are coming out during the month of December, because you've done your inner work as well. You're getting there, and that's why divine masculines are doing their work. You're aligning with your soul. You're listening to what your soul wants. You're understanding what's going on. Right, I'm using the wisdom of the oracle now, and we like these cards because it always has a relationship message, and the ego loves that. But we're aware, aren't we, that we like the relationship message, because that's what the ego's wanting. Right, what is going on? What else do we need to know? What's going on with divine masculines during the month of December? That one flew out, so I'm going to take it. And there was one underneath. Oh no, there's too many. But the one on the top was mending, so we know that they're mending. So I'm going to keep shuffling. They're mending. We know that they're mending. What else are the divine masculines going to be experiencing during the month of December? How are they going to be feeling? what's going on. See. Chaos and conflict, yeah. So it can cause chaos and conflict with all these different things that are happening. You know, having a better relationship with themselves, staying connected with God, and then you've got the ego kicking off, and working through the fears is going to cause chaos and conflict. So let's see what the guidebook says. And it's good as well, because even though we experience chaos and conflict and stormy times, we don't always, nothing lasts. Everything changes all the time, so we do move through those hard times. Let's see, it's the number's 33 as well, which is a really good number. Chaos and conflict, 124. Okay, the essential meaning of this card is disarray, being at cross purposes with another, tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order, and the oracle message is opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse seas to reinvent yourself anew. There you go. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also eternally projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is time to understand rather than to be understood. And to me, straight away, this is about him having chaos and conflict within himself, working through the fears, because the ego is going to kick off. Things aren't going to go straight forward when you're having this transformation and rebirth. Things are going to be put in place to test you. So divine masculines are going to have a bit of chaos and conflict as well. In the month of December, but it's all good because it's teaching him, and he has this better understanding about things. But it is, when you're facing a storm, it just makes you stronger anyway, and it will pass. And it's about learning to look at all different sides of the story and situations, and having more compassionate and forgiveness towards others as well. So you're learning all the time. But he could be moving away from if you're a divine masculine, if there is a third party, if there's somebody else involved, if they're in a relationship, it's about them maybe having conflict with another person as well, and trying to sort that situation and moving away from it. But this to me is about the chaos and conflict within, with them trying to balance as well, the ego and the higher self, and learning to trust themselves. So the relationship message is stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. You need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, yourself, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to find higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than being before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. So it's just about having a chaos and conflict with himself, this relationship message. It's just about learning to balance it out, and it will pass. And through that experience of this battle with himself, he's gonna be free from it. He's still gonna be given and know that he's on the right path, but he's about working through the chaos and conflict that's, you know, going on all the time in his head and being too much in the head. So they are prepared to work through this because they're working through their fears, but it can cause chaos and conflict by doing this work. It's not always straightforward, as you know, it's challenging. So all of those cards are really positive for the month of December for the Divine Masculines. And they're learning so much, and they're moving forward so much and progressing every single day. Even though it might not seem that to you, just know that there is movement all the time. So now I'm going to get the energy, what Divine Masculine is going to be feeling towards you during the month of December. Sadness. So during the month of December, they're thinking about you and missing you, so it's going to be causing sadness. So they're going to feel sadness. Maybe they think, because it's Christmas, and they'll be thinking about, in December, about it's when you come together, isn't it? And you could have memories together of, when you've been together during the month of December and Christmas time. So it could be causing a lot of sadness. You could be feeling sadness towards you because he's missing you. So let us see what else is going to come out. How else is he going to be feeling during the month of December? Twin flame. So he might realise that you're twin flames. He might find out during the month of December that you're twin flames. And not necessarily the label twin flame, just know that this is a very deep soul relationship he has with you. So your Divine Masculines, some of your Divine Masculines might know that, that you're twin flames, or you may have told them. And maybe some of them are actually going to agree with you. If you have told them, and they've said before, they've been in denial, and they've said no, we're not, and don't believe in it. Maybe some of your Divine Masculines are going to come forward and actually, say, actually, I understand what you're saying. But just put it into your situation, how it resonates. Everybody's journey is unique. So you know and trust how that, whatever that means to you. So communication. What would he love to communicate to you during the month of December? And what's he actually communicating in the 5D? His higher self. I can't put into words how much I love you. Yeah, they can't put into words how much they love you. They don't know how to express, And this is what they're working through, because they're releasing their fear and their doubt, but they can't put into words how much you love them, because they love you so much. And, they want you to know this, and that's why it causes sadness, because they make out as if they don't care and they don't love you, and they're they've shown you and put masks up, which does cause sadness, and they're desperate to actually be able to say to you, I can't actually put into words how much I love you. So that's really beautiful. Let's see what else he'd love to say to you during the month of December. What else would they love to say to you in December in the 3D, and what they're actually saying in the 5D at the higher self? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the truth. Yeah. So this comes up a lot about the truth, and this is what they're working through. This is what's got to be sorted out within them. Because the fear of being rejected, abandoned, which is, they put this barrier up, and they put the mask on and make out that they don't love you. So they haven't told you the truth, and they're sorry that they haven't told you the truth. So know that they are sorry they haven't told you the truth, and you know within yourself the truth. So they want to tell you today that they're sorry they haven't told you the truth, and that causes sadness, because they know that this is deep, and they have this deep soul relationship with you. And some of them might know about the twin flame, like I said. So Let's see what the card's going to be for the person that's watching during the month of December. It's the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful, divine inner spirit. So what God wants you to know during the month of December. What is the message for the person that's watching during the month of December? What do they need to know during the month of December? Let's see. Nice clear message for the person that's watching. So far this is an amazing reading for the Divine Masculines. What do you need to know during the month of December? Set yourself goals. So you need to set yourself goals in December, maybe ready for the new year, because we're going to be coming into 2021. So let's read what the card says. And the message is, it's really useful for you to set yourself both weekly and monthly goals. This helps to assist you on your divine path, helping to ensure that you don't sway. Focus on what you want to achieve each week and month and pin them up somewhere you can see them to remind you daily. The action to take is write down a list of at least 10 realistic goals you'd like to achieve by the end of the week and some more challenges goals for the end of the month. And the powerful affirmation is, I achieve all my goals and I feel enjoyed. So when you can focus on something, one of the goals that you want, you know, to achieve, think of the realistic goals that you can achieve, and then obviously go from there. Make them harder or make them more intense, but the more you set yourself goals, it's going to help you because you're focusing on yourself and what you're wanting as well, and you're not just putting all your energy into the Divine Masculines and what, you know, they're getting up to and stuff like that. So one of your goals could be, well, I'm not going to see what my Divine Masculine's up to so much on social media, or you're going to go for a walk every single day, or you're going to learn something new, or find something out about something, or you're going to learn a new hobby, you know, something, anything, or you're going to start working towards something to do with your future, maybe what you want to do, you know, something that you've wanted to always do but you've never thought that you could achieve it, to do a little step towards that. So write down some of the things that you do want to do in your life, and achieve in your life, and start working towards them. Write them down. Actually think, what do I actually want to do? What do I want to achieve? What am I doing with my life? Don't just keep thinking it's about the Divine Masculine all the time, because it isn't. It's about you. This whole twin flame journey is about you. It's having a relationship with yourself. So the more you focus on yourself, the more you're helping your Divine Masculine anyway. So you can let go of your Divine Masculine. Everything is okay with the Divine Masculines. They're doing their work, and you haven't got to worry. You haven't got to fret. You haven't got to feel insecure. Just trust and believe and know that it's part of God's plan of how things are right now. And things are getting better every single day. You're moving forwards. Even if it seems like it's not, it is. Just believe. And one of your goals could be to make time to listen to a motivational YouTube video, or maybe not watch so much YouTube, tarot card readings or oracle card readings, even though that I do that. Whatever works for you, where, you know, just do something that's going to make you feel good and you're going to feel that you're achieving. Maybe to do with your career, what you know, if you wanted to start your own business up, or just put it into your, you know, like I say, how it resonates to you. But start working on that, because it's really good for you, and it helps you stay in the present moment as well. And it uplifts your energy when you feel like you're achieving. And you feel like you've crossed it off. You know, if you're writing it down, you can cross it off. It could be making more time to exercise, to maybe eat healthier, maybe give up an addiction or something. There's lots of things, but this is really going to be good for you. So start doing that. But just remember, this journey is about you. it's not about the Divine Masculines. I know that you're here to watch and learn about what's going on with the Divine Masculines during the month of December, but it really is about you. And I know that's really hard to take on board sometimes, because the ego just wants to know about what the physical person is doing. But the more you connect with yourself and focus on yourself and distract yourself and just do things for yourself and what's going on with your everyday life, you're helping your Divine Masculine, and they will come back to you when it's the right time, because they need to do this work first. And some of you may have had a lot of change on your journey to do with your Divine Masculine, so there could be lots of communication and you've noticed all these changes. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this reading and what's going on in your journey at the moment. But during the month of December, it is a really positive time, because it is about action, and they're having a better relationship with themselves. Their third eye is opening and they're trusting, and they realise and have more of an understanding what is going on, and realising that magic is happening around them, and they're having more imagination and trusting and seeing the miracles happening in front of them, because they're working through the fears, they're trusting. But when they're doing this, it can cause chaos and conflict. So, amazing reading. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching my video and supporting me, and encouraging me all the time. It really does mean the world to me. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. So if you haven't subscribed and you're new, please subscribe and support my channel. It'd mean the world to me, and like the video if you liked it. I do have PayPal now, so if you feel like you'd like to donate and support my channel, it is in the description box down below, and I do have an Amazon wish list as well. There is a video that I've done if you want to see my face and be more connected with me as well. It's in the description box down below, where I'm sharing my face, like I said, and sharing a little bit about my journey so far, and I need to actually update that, so I need to do that. What's going actually on in my journey as well. So thank you guys. I'm thinking about you, and I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you all, and I love you all very much, and take care and stay focused. You can do this. See ya.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.